Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 1 of unit number 4 series solution of differential equations. In this unit we are going to start discussion on very first we'll discuss about what do we mean by a series solution of a differential equations. The syllabus contents of this unit are linear differential equations. First syllabus content is linear differential equations with variable coefficient. The next is solution of differential equations of this type about ordinary point, then solution of this type of differential equation about singular point. This method is also called as Frobenius method. Then at the end we are going to discuss about the series solution of Bessel equation and series solution of Legendre's equation. So very first one must know what do we mean by a linear differential equation with variable coefficient. So this type of differential equations we have studied in previous unit also, the Cauchy's differential equation and Legendre's differential equation. Both of them are linear differential equations with variable coefficients. But there we have determined the solution of that two types of differential equations using the methods of complementary function and particular integral. Okay, and we have obtained solution of both the differential equation in terms of some function of x. Okay, there we don't have any restriction on calculating the solution of solution of the differential equation in terms of any function of x we have determined there. Okay, but in this particular unit we are going to solve these type of differential equations. Okay, and we are going to obtain their solution in terms of a power series. Okay, power series means we are going to discuss the definition also. The definition we have studied in previous course also in the topic sequence and series. Okay, so let's move towards the next slide. The outcomes of this unit are, after learning this unit, learners will be able to understand the difference between LD with constant coefficient and LD with variable coefficient. Okay, means how to differentiate between two LDs, which one is with variable coefficient and which one is with constant coefficient, that you will understand. Then learners will be able to find the solution of LD with variable coefficient using power series solution. So this is another technique that we are going to study here in this unit. We are going to obtain the solution of LD in terms of power series. Okay, and power series means the series which is in the form of powers of x. Okay, or powers of x minus some constant. Okay, such type of series are called as power series. That definition also we are going to discuss again. Then the third outcome will be learners will be able to apply power series method to find the solution of Bessel's and Legendre's equation. Okay, now let us move towards next slide. In last unit we have solved LD with constant coefficient, but in many physical problems we need LD with variable coefficient of this type. Okay, in most of the engineering problems also we come across LD with variable coefficient, and in this unit, in this particular unit, we are going to discuss only these type of LDs, which are defined as, let P0 x d2y by dx square plus P1 of x dy by dx plus P2 of x y equal to 0, where P0 of x, P1 of x and P2 of x are the polynomials in x. So the coefficients of the derivatives are the polynomial functions. Okay, which are again functions of x, and x is a variable, right? So therefore this LD is a LD of second order with variable coefficient. Okay, so we are going to solve this type of LDs here in this particular unit, where coefficient of the differentials will be the polynomials in x. Now we find series solution of this type of differential equation, and this method of obtaining solution is called as power series method, because we determine its solution in terms of a power series. Okay, now let us see the definition of power series. The series of this type summation k ranges from 0 to infinity ak into x minus x0 raised to k, which is equal to, after putting the values of k from 0 to infinity, we'll get this form of series a0 plus a1 into x minus x0. And if you see the terms on the right hand side, they are having the a0, a1, a2 are the constants, and the coefficient of them are the powers of x minus x0, that bracket. Okay, we are having powers of such a factor x minus x0, and that's why it is called as a power series. Okay, and x0 is also constant, and that x0 is called as the center of that series. Okay, in the definition of power series. Now If we set x0 equal to 0, then we'll get this type of series, right? And if you see the right hand side of this series, all the terms are having the some increasing powers of x. First term having powers of x as 0, next term is having powers of x as 1, the next term is having powers of x as 2, and so on. Okay, the powers of x are keep on increasing. Such a series is called as power series in powers of x, and this type of series we are going to obtain for the solution of LD with variable coefficient. Okay, means we are going to obtain the solution in the form of powers of x. Okay, that is what the meaning of power series method is. Now, the existence of power series solution. Now, when the solution will exist to such differential equations, an equation of the type p0 of x d2y by dx square plus p1 of x dy by dx plus p2xy equal to 0 has power series solution if the condition p0 of x, p1 of x and p2 of x has power series representation. They must have power series representation. Means they must be in the form of powers of x, then only will have a power series solution. Now above equation can be written as, if we divide throughout by p0 of x, the above equation will take this form. Okay, now we are going to see some definitions which we'll need while solving the examples. Okay, the definition of ordinary point, and our content is also we are going to find the series solution at ordinary point. Okay, now the point x equal to 0, we are going to take the point x equal to 0 in examples, in most of the examples. Okay, the po point x equal to 0 is called ordinary point of that equation whenever p0 of 0 value is not equal to 0. So whatever coefficient of d2y by dx square you are having there, in that coefficient if you put the value of x as 0 and if you get a non-zero term, then only x equal to 0 will be ordinary point for that differential equation. Okay, now whenever the value of p0 at 0 will be exactly equal to 0, the point will become a singular point. Okay, now there are two types of singular points again. One is regular singular point and irregular singular point. The point which is not regular singular point is called as irregular singular point, and the point which is regular singular point is having the following conditions: a singular point x equal to 0 with these two limits finite. Limit x tends to 0, x into p1 of x upon p0 of x. If you get this limit as finite, then limit x tends to 0, x square into p1 of x divided by p0 of x, you get finite. Then that point will be a regular singular point. Okay, these are the definitions of ordinary point, singular point and regular singular point. Let us move towards next slide. Now a few notes which are very useful while dealing with problems. The first one is, if x equal to 0 is ordinary point of the equation 2, then every solution of equation 2 can be expressed in the form of power series, which is given as this: y equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square. So this type of solution we will have of that differential equation whenever x equal to 0 is ordinary point, okay, of that equation. Now second note, if x equal to 0 is singular point of that equation, that is a regular singular point, in under that condition the solution of that equation can be expressed in the form of a series. Again, this is a power series, but it has different form. The values of all the constant is 1 here. Summation k ranges from 0 to infinity x to the power k plus r. Okay, now this x raised to r is additional factor. Okay, here the value of r, which is a which may be positive or negative or fraction also. You may have fractional powers also there in the case of regular singular point method. Okay, now the next thing is the procedure for finding the series solution at ordinary point. Now whenever you will have in front of you a linear differential equation of that type p0 of x d2y by dx square plus p1 of x dy by dx plus p2 of xy, in that case how to find a series solution or at ordinary point, for that some procedure you need to follow, and that procedure is under very step. In very first step 1 is check whether the given point is ordinary point or not. For that condition we have discussed how to check it is an ordinary point or not. Simply in the coefficient of d2y by dx square you put that point x equal to 0 and check whether it is not whether it is giving non-zero quantity or not. If it is giving non-zero quantity, then that point will be ordinary point, and for such an ordinary point Whenever you want to find a series solution, power series solution, the procedure is as follows. The second step, we set our solution y. Y is the solution of that differential equation. We set it as a power series. K ranges from 0 to infinity, ak into x raised to k. So very first we have to consider this as the solution. Okay. Now for determining this solution, we need to calculate the values of a0, a1 and so on. Once we get the constants, we'll get the solution of that differential equation in terms of a power series. So for determining that, for very first we differentiate that series with respect to x. Whatever solution you have considered, differentiate that with respect to x. This is the first step. Second step, differentiate it one more time, d2y by dx square. Once you get that these two derivatives, put in the given equation which is given to you in problem. After that, equate to 0 the coefficient of various values of x and find, after equating to 0 the coefficient, once you put in the given differential equation that values of d2y by dx square dy by dx, you will get one equation and the right hand side of that equation is 0. So on comparing coefficient of x, all of them will be 0, then only it will be equal to 0. So once you equate them to 0, you will get the values of constant terms. Okay, and while determining that constant terms, you need to find the values of the constants after a2, a3 and so on in terms of a0 and a1. So this is very important step. We are going to determine the values of all the constant in terms of a0 and a1. You will get so many equations there. From that you can easily determine the values of the constant a2, a3, a4 and so on in terms of a0 and a1. After that, equate to 0 the coefficient of x raised to n. So there will be some nth term will be there, the term containing x raised to n. The coefficient of x raised to n you have to consider to obtain a recurrence relation. So once you equate that coefficient to 0, you will get one relation between an plus 1 and higher order terms an plus 1, an plus 2, or sometimes lower order term an minus 1, and that relation between an and terms of an plus 1 is called as a recurrence relation. By using that recurrence relation, you can determine the values of a2, a3 up to so on in terms of a0 and a1. And once you get all the values of the constant in terms of a0 and a1, substitute that in the initial equation which we have considered as a solution. Summation k ranges from 0 to infinity ak into x raised to k. So after substituting in this equation all the values of the constant a2, a3 and so on in terms of a0 and a1, your solution y will take this form: y equal to a0 of phi of x plus a1 into phi of psi of x, some function of x. So means in the coefficient of a0 and a1 you will have some function of x, and that functions of x are nothing but the power series in x. You will get some series there, okay, in the coefficient of a0 and a1. Okay, and that is nothing but your required solution, power series solution of the given differential equation. So these 4-5 steps you need to follow. Very first, you consider power series, differentiate that power series with respect to y, with respect to x 2 times, then substitute that the values of derivative in the given differential equation, and later on you calculate the values of the constants a2, a3, a4, the next constant a2 onwards in terms of a0 and a1 using the recurrence relation. And recurrence relation can be obtained by equating to 0 the coefficient of x raised to n. Okay, and once you get all the values of the constant in terms of a0 and a1, substitute them back in the equation 1 which we have considered as a solution, and that will give us the final solution of the given differential equation in terms of a power series. And this procedure we follow uh, only when the x equal to 0 is an ordinary point. Okay, the next thing is the examples, and that examples we are going to do in the coming lecture. Okay, hope you have understood this introductory part. Thank you. Okay.